Well, what do you think of that? That was one of my favorite renditions of the We Are an Island. I want to say thank you to our sponsors. I want to acknowledge our viewers. We've got lots of viewers on both channels right now. And I just realized how dark my lipstick is in this light. Holy Hannah. Anyway, you guys, I want to welcome you to the broadcast tonight. I'm going to take off some of these comments here. Hello, Myrtle McCrae from Studley, England. It's quite late over there, Myrtle. What are you doing up so late? We've got some very nervous parents backstage, and I need to see a lot of hearts and thumbs because these guys are pulling off the mission impossible. I swear to goodness. And it's unbelievable. We have so much support in CBRM right now. There is lots of texts and emails coming through, finding out about the sponsor spots. We're going to be live broadcasting this coming Saturday at Sydney Academy for Sydney Academy Grad. And you guys, I am so proud to bring them up here on screen. I just want to build the audience one more viewer, and then I'm going to be putting them up on screen this Saturday at 5:30. I'll let them tell you the details, but I just want to give a shout out of thanks to our sponsors. I want to say thank you to Wade McNeil Electric, Subway, Emily Pelly. I want to say thank you to Member2 and also the Sydney Academy, everyone that's coming together for this. I want to say thank you to Lice Squad, as well as I'm just looking at my list here. Member2 and CBRM. Cecil Clark called through today. The mayor just sponsored, as well as Cody Fitzgerald Trucking and Paving. Thank you so much. And we still have 6 spots left to join in and do this. So you guys, in the comments to the side, can you see the comments to the side? Please say hello, because our graduates are going to see this. It's going to be put on their video as their story and their legend, because this year it is, they're not letting what's going on get them down. All right, here we go. Let's bring up Allison, Shelly, and Colette.
Hey.
Hello. Hello, ladies. Can you hear me?
Sure can.
We can hear you.
How are you?
Great.
We can hear you. Awesome. So we are so happy to have you guys on tonight. This is really exciting and nerve-wracking. I mean, I just got a glimpse of what it's like to come together for this in the last few minutes. Allison, you've been kind of heading things up. Tell us a little bit about, go from the start. You went to the province of Nova Scotia and ...
Yeah, so we actually partnered up with Member2 first to see if they would be on board and support us in this. And right away, without hesitation, they were on board. We then went ahead and wrote to the province. We went to police, fire, EHS. We got them all on board. Everybody was with us, gave us the full support. The plan that we proposed is the one that the government has actually put out there to the public for all schools across the province to use. So we're very excited that it's happening, and it's only a few more days away, and we just can't wait.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Shelly, how are you doing? I know you guys all also have full-time jobs. Tell us a little bit about what you do during the day, Allison, and then we'll go around the table here with everyone. Tell us a little bit about where you live and what you do.
Yeah, so I am originally from Sydney. I've lived here my whole life. I have 2 kids, one of which graduated last year. The last one is graduating this week. And I actually work for a local call center here in the Sydney area. Full time, so keeps me busy. And then on the nights, this is what I'm doing.
Wow. Busy mama.
Yes.
Now, Shelly, you and Colette work as well. And tell us a little bit about your involvement with the event. I mean, this is such a fantastic initiative. We all know that there was some restrictions put down and they were recently just lifted. So you guys didn't have much time to pull this together. Tell us about your involvement in this, Shelly, and what you do during the day. Oh, Shelly, just unmute your mic. Can you hear us?
Yep, I can hear you.
There we
now.
Go.
It's breaking
Go ahead,
up.
Shelly. No worries. Did you hear me before, though, Shelly? Tell us a little bit about your involvement with the initiative, such a great initiative, and also what you do during the day. She might have a little bit of a weak connection there. I wonder if it's okay.
The idea of
and I was on board to help any way that I can.
Nice. At any point, if I sound like I'm talking over top of you, I'm not. It is just our lovely Wi-Fi in Cape Breton Island. I might just be bumping in on sentences because of the Wi-Fi lag. Colette, tell us what you do, my dear, and your involvement with this. I know you have a busy schedule as well, very demanding. Tell us a little bit about your involvement.
I've been a residential care worker for 23 years and a teacher's assistant for 2. So I work right now 2 full-time jobs, but as a teacher's assistant, we haven't been to work since March. So right now I'm just working the 1 full-time job on the front lines in a residential care home. So really busy, but that's normal for me.
That's awesome, Colette. And how did you come in? What kind of drew you into being a part of this event?
I've known Allison for a number of years. Our daughters actually played volleyball together in junior high and are friends and have been friends throughout their school year. So when Allison called me about jumping on board for this Grand March event, I was on board right away. I couldn't wait. I was hoping that we could plan something for our grads who were, really devastated about losing the rest of their school year. Their prom, their graduation with their friends. And this was a way to get them all together for a little bit so that they could enjoy a moment that would be kind of like the Grand March they would have at Center 200, but a little different. But I was ready to go as soon as she called.
And things like this are not possible without the help of everyone. And I just got to give a kudos. You guys pulled this together with communication and team skills and everything else. So way to go. So my curious question is, tell us about details about the upcoming event and what you guys have planned and the location and the time, because I know everyone's tuning in, and you're going to have viewers that are going to be able to watch the live stream on Ripple Effects from anywhere in the world. It'll be a live stream that'll be shared. Tell us a little bit about the event coming up on Saturday. Allison, maybe you want to start.
Oh, I think I'm muted.
There we go. Go ahead,
There
Allison.
we go.
That's okay.
So on Saturday, we're going to actually start welcoming people around 4 p.m. So each graduate's going to have 2 tickets, and essentially they're parking tickets. And I actually have one here for you just to kind of show you. So these are our parking tickets. And what's going to happen is each grad gets 2 of those for 2 vehicles of their family members to come and park and watch them. So that parking is going to take place from 4 to 5. 5:30, the graduates will be lined up and the music will start. And they're going to parade around the vehicles so that all the family members can see them all dressed up in their best gowns and tuxes and whatever they want to wear. There's no pressure on what to wear. So
that's exciting. And did you say you have kids in this, Allison? Did you say you had a child graduating?
Yeah, actually, my daughter Emily is graduating this year. We just had to do something for them, and it was a last minute say, hey, let's throw together an email. It got approved, which I was totally not expecting. It just came through and I was like, oh my goodness, now what? We had that plan, but It was like, okay, now we really got to put the action into it, right? And I called Colette, and she's being a little bit modest because she cried when I called her. Shelly was on board right away. And so it's taken place in Member 2 this weekend. They were fully on board, supported us. Darren, Gugu, and Chief Terry Paul were amazing all through this.
I was just going to ask you guys that if there's people in the community, it doesn't even have to be sponsors, but just people that you want to give a shout out to, teachers, schools, whoever.
Yeah, I mean, you guys have been amazing helping us promote this a little bit, over the last couple of weeks. We've also had Darren Gugu from Member 2. He's actually the educational director in Member 2. So he was fully on board helping us and planning.
Yep.
He was kind of coordinating between chief and council for us. And the chief and council have been great. Anything we need, they are right there. We've got public works in place. We've got fire and police, EHS. They're completely all on board. It's going to be spectacular.
And we also had the help.
It is. It truly is.
Sorry. Can you hear me? I don't know.
Go ahead, Colette.
We were able to
we sure can.
We also were able to work with, don't forget, the Safe Grad Committee that had planned the year-end event that unfortunately couldn't happen. And so they gave us a generous donation to get some decorations and get the ball rolling with security and insurance purposes. And so we were able to pay those bills off because of a donation from the Safe Grad after they had generously given the grads huge grad bags with swag and stuff in it. They were able to help us out a little bit too, so we could get the ball rolling. So we're really appreciative of that and their help.
That's so awesome. And so what Ripple Effects is doing, our little part in this is we're giving sponsor spots for them to attach to the live stream, but we're not just keeping the income, we're flipping it and leveraging it so that the students do not have to pay for our services. Because we don't want them to have to pay for anything. So we're going to have 2 camera people up there. We're going to have Janet Dermody and actually I see one of their other camera people watching, Marie St. John. One of them is going to be floating around safe, of course, social distancing protocol. They're going to be interviewing and just getting comments that'll be saved on their video. And then the other one is going to be a stationary camera just on the Grand March. So people will be able to literally tune in from anywhere in the world and watch this, which I mean, it's this, the one thing I've found through this pandemic is sometimes things end up being bigger, more viewers because it's so accessible online. So you never know what's going to happen, but we truly have a great expectation about this. Margie McNeil says, hello, sounds wonderful, Allison. Winston Ingraham, great job by everyone. Darlene McCarthy says hello. Diane Ingraham, congratulations, Jocelyn. This is just really great. Is there anything else, Allison, you want to add to it? I feel like we're missing, detailed anything. We have about 6 minutes left before Sarah in Port Hawkesbury comes on. Do you have anything else that you'd like to chat about?
Yeah, absolutely. We also have one more person to thank. I'm going to say 2. So we have Heather Campbell. Colette, am I getting her last name right?
Yes, exactly.
Heather Campbell. Sure. Heather Campbell has coordinated these grand marches in the CBRM area for all of our schools for many, 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 many years. Colette, do you know how many years?
Since the 90s, I believe.
Yes, it's at least 20. And she has come on board, volunteered her time to help organize it so that the grads are just not marching around a parking lot. It's going to be coordinated. It's going to be beautiful. And so we really want to thank her for coming on board and volunteering for us. And lastly, student council and all of the grads, they've been on board. They've been sharing it on Facebook. It's only a couple of weeks ahead of time. And to get their full support and all of the grads reaching out to each other to make sure they all have dresses. Does anybody need a suit? Does anybody need anything? They're just phenomenal. They're a great group. They never got down at all. They've just come on board completely. They're so excited. We can't wait to watch them.
Yeah, it's been great.
Colette, Colette, I'm just going to check with you. The viewers are like, we can't see Colette. They're freaking out. Are you there, Colette?
I am here, but I can't see my face either. I don't know what happened to my camera.
She's a ghost.
It's the camera setting. I mean, it's okay.
Wait, let me
but
see.
We just missed a beautiful face, so we wanted you to be back.
Facing front.
And then we lost Shelley.
Yeah, I think we lost Shelley too.
But Diane Ingram says, "Can't see you, Colette." She's there, Diane. She's there. That's just awesome, Allison. Well, I just want to say thank you again for letting us be part of this or for inviting us. We're going to do our best job. This is our first time doing a graduation ceremony, but we're confident that all of us are going to pull off such a great job together. And that's how things are done, especially on Cape Breton Island. So thank you.
That's right. We can't wait. And everybody gets to share in it. It is not just the local people. it's family across the country. It's so great. We're thankful that you guys are on board. There she is.
Yeah, I'm back for a few minutes.
You can see her? Can you see her?
Yeah.
I can see me now. Yeah, I went back and tried to get back in again. I don't know what happened. That's my mom
Yeah,
that keeps
that's
saying that
okay.
she can't see my face.
Awesome. Colette, is there anything else you want to get out there before? Because I know once I lose you guys tonight after this live stream, you're going to be like hair straight back. We're going to Grad.
Yes.
Let's get ready. Let's rock and roll. You might not even, it'll be like Celtic colors. You won't sleep for 10 days straight or 5 days, whatever.
We haven't slept yet.
So Colette, tell us there she is. Yes, Margie, she's back on. So Colette, is there anything you want to get out there?
I just want to say that I'm so happy that all of Ripple Effects and everybody came together to make this happen for the grads. It's all about them. It's to focus on giving them something to make a little bit of normalcy in a time where it's crazy. They're feeling, disrupted. They're feeling lost. They're feeling, a sense of craziness where we can sort of bring them back in and give them a little happiness and a little celebration where they're together, because they haven't been able to do that. They've missed each other for a long time. So just thank you to everybody who's helped make this possible. There's a lot of people behind the scenes doing a lot of work, and it wouldn't be possible with everybody helping out. And the grads too, they're so pumped. It's just nice to see them smiling, because there's been a lot of sad faces. The smiles have made every minute and every, sleepless night worth it.
Yep. And, there's a lot of grads out there in Cape Breton, and oh my gosh, if we could do every school, we would. There was other schools that called, and we only took 2 because we just really wanted to knock this out of the park. So I just want to say thanks. And to those other schools, I know there's lots of people that are excited to live stream. So it's really going to be good. And Shelly, I know we lost you, and hopefully you're watching this live stream. And I know the ladies want to shout out to you. Thank you, Shelly, so much for being part of this. Thank you again to our sponsors making this possible. And there's still 6 spots left to sponsor. So if there's anyone out there that wants to get their logo of support on the live stream that will forever be shared in news feeds and liked and loved all over the world, please reach out and contact us, because it's such a good marketing value. It's $150 for a spot, and we leverage that. We flip it for the students. So thank you, ladies, so much for coming on. Stay tuned, everyone, viewers. Yeah, this was great. By the way, if you know of any youths that want to work with us on projects, let them know. We are looking to hire. Up next is Sarek, Port Hawkesbury, and local MP Mike Calloway. And I was talking to Jaime Baptiste, and I know he sent you guys a video for the grad. So I'm going to add that to their complete video in the end as well.
Perfect.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for everything.
You bet. Have a great night, ladies.
Okay. Goodbye. See you. Thank you.
You bet. So that was Sydney Academy out of Cape Breton Island, Nova Scotia. Once again, we want to say thank you to our sponsors. Stay tuned. Up next is Sarek, Port Hawkesbury planning team, and very excited to talk to this group of people, and our local MP in the riding, Mike Calloway. See you soon, guys.